Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Nevertheless Commentary. I'm your host, Sipondovu. Sipo on sport, your favorite on the net. Two games that have played so far with AFCON 2025 in Morocco. Burkina Faso beat Equitorial Guinea with 2-1. Unfortunately, Equitorial Guinea got in a red card. They scored first, but then on the injury time, Burkina Faso came back and equalized and also scored a winning goal, which saw them actually getting the maximum points out of the Equatorial Guinea. The second encounter was Algeria versus Sudan, which we saw Riyad Mahrez leading by example by scoring a brace, which saw his side actually collecting maximum points by beating Sudan with 3-0. Again, unfortunate situation for the Sudanese, conceding a goal in the first minute of the first half, or first minute of the game, and also around 30 to 35th minute they also considered a red card, which was very, very unfortunate. I think that red card impacted their game negatively, because after they've conceded the goal in the first minute of the game, you could see that they actually want to play. They want to get a goal to actually bring themselves back on the game. But when they considered the red card, I think everything started to fall apart piece by piece. They were getting picked up by the Algerians, who were very, very brilliant and magnificent in that field of play from all departments, from goalkeeper, Zidane, the back four, the middle, and also the front three. I think they were very, very amazing. They were picking the Sudanese apart. Though the Sudanese apart tried to hold themselves together, but it was evident that they are short and they are one man down, and so there was always that vacant space that the Algerian had to actually exploit. So with that having said, they managed to actually come back on the second half and scored 2 goals, which saw them win the game with 3-0. Riyad Mahrez has scored 8 goals now in African Cup of Nations. So I think he's in good trajectory, and he might also score some other goals should Algeria continue in the competition. But that's what we've seen so far. I didn't watch the entire game of Algeria versus Sudan, so it would be unfair to actually break down each and every action and trying to give analysis, because the first big chunk of the game until the red card, I did not see what happens there. But upon the highlights, I know that they scored in the first minute. But then the last 15 minutes of the first half, I saw that. So I don't know how the trajectory of the game has changed up until that point. And also what happened on the second half was actually inspired by what has been happening on the first half. So should I want to actually give insight of how the game was played, I will give you false information. So